how is wanting people to get healthcare, a bad thing, or have food, or have safe streets, or an education, like free education and free healthcare?
Can't we do it all?
We're doing it,
I mean,
and our system's not perfect, and there's
yeah.
problems. But if you look at how efficient our tax dollars are relative to what happens in South of us, is it's they're paying, when you add it all up, they're paying more for their bad service than we are.
Are they?
Yeah, their
Huh.
taxes, when you add their insurance costs,
Mm.
so plus their insurance is tied to employment. So you literally have to have a job to have insurance, but they're still having to pay, all their subsidies and their monthly stuff, as well as the corporation.
Hmm.
So if you have a really good job, they're paying for all that stuff. But that's also being paid by so it's insurance in some aspects, but 40 million people don't have access to it. So
Wow.
how is that equitable? And then if you lose your job, you lose your health insurance, and you can go bankrupt, and you can't get health care. I mean, can you imagine like having an injury, or like an illness that you didn't imagine, you get shot, but then you're taken, where are you taking? You can't go to the hospital because you don't have insurance. I
Yeah.
think there's state hospitals and things like that where they have to help you, but then you end up with a bill that leaves you in bankruptcy. Your credit rating gets ruined, and then
Yeah.
all of the social things that happen with that.
And
And
then how healthy can you possibly
yeah,
be?
I mean, the smartest, healthiest societies, take care of those basic needs. The Maslow hierarchy of needs.
Hmm.
Roof, shelter, health, and then you're able to prosper, because then you can actually, if your kids eat, they're getting proper nutrition, then that's going to help their growth, and it's going to help their brain cells, and it's going to help their education outcomes, because they're going to be more focused in school.
Yeah.
And then, if you cover their education, those socioeconomic things don't come into play, because just because somebody grew up, in a underprivileged area, and perhaps their parents, were working six jobs, or maybe they had, mental health or drug addictions or something like that. So they're now not getting fed properly, most likely.
Yeah.
Their priorities, they're not being parented properly, so maybe they're allowed not to go to school. Then all of a sudden, they can have all the intelligence, the IQ, all of that, the work ethic, but they're just, all these barriers
Well,
are in front of them.
yeah. If you aren't able, or if you aren't in a position where you can exercise those talents, they start to go away. I
Yeah, they
mean,
go away, or they're
yeah.
just underutilized.